Hello, daily update here. Um, I got hurt Wednesday night. It is Sunday morning. Um, it is still pretty awful. It is unpleasant. Especially when I move the yarn. Praise God, I have been able to work, and my bosses, I have more than one, have been super awesome. Um, because I have the kind of job other people don't like to do. So, if I'm there, they can do their job. So, anyways, it's just not been fun. I've been wearing this every night because the cream gets on my clothes and it has a bad smell, and I only want to ruin one nightgown if I can't wash this out. But this is one useful tool in the box. This was $4 at work. It's like with the Benghays and stuff. In my store, it was on the bottom shelf. It does have a strong smell, and the smell has been triggering a headache for me. Not a migraine, just unpleasantness right there. But it's kind of like a catch-22. Do I want the headache or do I want this to hurt? So, I've been dealing with that. And then this. I love this. This is generic Aleve. I got this at work. I think this is like $8 for 120. You're supposed to take 3 a day, max. So that. If I did see a doctor, I would ask for this like in prescription strength. This is just Aleve generic, and a friend sent me this yesterday, and it didn't necessarily help with the pain immediately. There was a reduction though after I took it, and what I find helpful to me is that the bruising to me right here in particular looks a lot better than it has been. It looks better to me. Maybe I'm just being helpful, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep taking the arnica because it's one of those things that will either help or it won't, and I'm a big fan of stuff like that. And you're gonna love this. I do a lot of reading, and I have like a treasure trove of weird medical knowledge in my head. This is exactly the kind of thing that would be really helped by leeches. And it hurts bad enough I would actually try it, I think. Just to pull all that blood off, And, of course I don't know anybody with leeches, but, that's an indicator, I think, of how bad, it can be. But I'm getting there. The problem I had is just this month has been hideous. I got sick with some kind of horrible sinus crud. And then when I got over that, the allergies came. That's why I lost my voice. And then the allergies were getting better, and I had this accident. Oh, and my cat died in the middle of all that too. So, just not been a good month. But people have asked me why I didn't go to a doctor. One, that's time out of a day off. It's money, at least up front. And I talked to a doctor, a friend of mine, and he's not like a family practice or anything, but he has an MD, and he took a look at my arm. He said, "Yeah, that's terrible, but And I said, "Is there anything medicine can do for this that I'm not already doing?" He said, "No, there isn't." So, Yeah, I don't see the point. And I think if, from a legal standpoint, I've done a pretty good job of documenting this. And, it's not like I'm saying that. Now, my back was not happy, the lower back, for a day or two, but that's better now. So, but that kind of thing, it's hard to prove, but this is very visible. So, and I'm not a litigious person. After Ron's accident, he was run over by a reckless driver and talking on a cell phone, ran him over, put him in a wheelchair, killed him. Actually, he was revived after about 10 minutes, but he suffered for 18 years until he died, and I wanted somebody to pay, so I encouraged Ron to sue the guy, and we sued, and the guy the minimum insurance, and the insurance paid $20,000, which was what they were doing back in 2003. The hospital put a lien on any winnings he might get, and they took half of that. And that was after months of negotiation, because Ron had run up about $500,000 in medical bills. So the hospital got, $10,000. The lawyer took 40%. That's $8,000. We got 10% at the end, $2,000 for a life in a wheelchair. And I didn't think that was worth it. So, this, I don't know what I want. I want the guy off the road. That's number one. I want them to be choosier in the hiring process. That's number two. After that, I don't know, but I am out some money and time and suffering and all that. I have some post-traumatic issues from different things in my life, but that has been okay with this. So the next day going home from work was very difficult. I really didn't want to do that on the bus, but I got back on the horse and I was okay. And, I was okay going to work on Friday and going to the store yesterday and back. And, I'm getting back into my normal routine on the bus. And one thing I need to do, I need to put some more money on my card. But, and this, I want to get back to my Bible handout still. But I like to wave the right arm like this while I hold the sign with the left. I can't wave this arm right now. It's unpleasant. So, anyways, that is it for Sunday the 30th.